Remember a couple of tutorials ago when I took those teeny tiny size jeans and refashioned and upsized them into fantastic super wide leg jeans for myself? Well, today we're going to take that exact same idea but dial it way back, because I want to show you that you don't have to upsize and, add massive side panels, create flares or bell bottoms or anything like that. You can upsize those items in your closet that are just that little bit too snug. And I have the perfect pair of jeans that I need to do that too. But we're not only doing that today, we're also going to transform and refashion and upstyle those boring jeans that you have in your wardrobe that fit you, but you're just not feeling them anymore. And you don't need any special skills. You don't need to be a seamstress. And there's even one here that is totally no sewing at all. I'm a Refashionista Sheri, and I show you how to use what you have to make what you want. So let's get making. For this quick and easy upsizing project, all you need are your jeans that are just that little bit uncomfortably tight, as well as some groovy denim scraps to create your upsizing side panels. Once I knew the size I needed for my upsizing panels, I went ahead and made them. And to do that, all I did was stitch a whole bunch of those denim pieces together, and then I chopped it to the right size. So now I have some very funky denim side panels. Now that the side panels are done, we have to get them into these jeans so they fit a heck of a lot more comfortably. And to do that, all you have to do is chop out the thick side seams and then put the side panels into that open space. So that's what we're going to do. And as always, we're going to save these sturdy denim hems because you can upcycle them into fantastic bracelets or rings or whatever other brilliant idea your Refashionista brain comes up with. Let me know down below what you would do with your denim hems. So you can see here, I already have one side panel stitched onto one side of my jeans, and let's see what it looks like. Absolutely perfection, fantastic. Even though I always say perfection is the enemy of good enough, this is pretty freaking perfect, I think. So now all I have to do is line up the other open edge of that side of the jeans, stitch that together, and then do the other side. And my jeans will fit me comfortably again. For this quick and easy project, all you need are your jeans that are kind of lackluster and you're just not feeling anymore. Maybe they're too short like these ones are on me, and some other piece of denim to create your awesome little fancy new ruffled cuffs. At least that's the plan anyway. I got these jeans for free in a bag of clothes that I scored on the Carrot app, actually. And when I went through the bag, I thought, hey, these are kind of cool. And then I went to put them on, and look at this. I don't know what this person... Oof, okay, we definitely got to fix the button there. But so the zipper is sewn together, and then they stitched in this elastic, but they just stitched it in like it's not being used as elastic, right? So I have no idea. So the first thing I'm going to do is sort out the top of these jeans, and hopefully the rest of the zipper is intact here. And then I can move on and create the new little cuffs. So I just removed the zipper entirely, and I don't know, maybe in the future I will put another zipper in, but I think for now I'm just going to stitch this up again. But it's going to lay flat a lot better because I've removed the zipper, and I think I'm going to replace the elastic that somebody put in here because this elastic is not doing anything. And yeah, after that, let's finally move on to what this tutorial was originally about, which was adding some cute ruffles to the bottom of these jeans. So I have my jeans folded in half with the hems lined up as good as I could get them. And I'm just going to chop off the hems, but I'm going to do it at a gentle angle. So I cut them at the gentle angle, as I said, because I just think that's going to look cuter to have, you know, an angled hem with some little ruffles hanging off it. That is all. I made 2 very long lengths. I'm not going to finish the edges because I want them to be frayed and, you know, distressed looking. And now I am simply going to pop these together with those chopped bottom hems here and do what I always do. I'm going to do my pin tucks all the way around to create my ruffles and then stitch it on. And when you pull it down, it should be nice little ruffled, distressed looking hems there. So that's what I'm going to do. And then hopefully it's going to be done because I'm really hungry. How adorable does that look? And I did go ahead and trimmed off all of the bits of excess here with my pinking shears. And then I stitched over that outside seam as well with the stitch in the ditch technique, just to keep it laying a lot flatter. And I really want to have a nice fray on this. So I'm going to throw these in with a load of laundry today. And then you'll see how awesome the fray comes after it's been washed. And this is what my fabulously frayed denim looks like after taking a bath with the rest of the laundry. And that's crazy. That's a lot of excess frayed threads there, but all different denims will fray totally differently. And if yours looks like this, then all you have to do is go and trim off all of the excess threads. Unless you like this look, then you can put them on and wear them as is. But you see how nice the little fray is right at the very edge? That's what I want it to look like. Okay, let's take a little tour of the top of these jeans now. So you can see here, I definitely replaced that elastic, which it really needed it. And when you put elastic through the back of your jeans here, it's not going to gap out if they're a little bit too big in the back for you. So that's great. It fits me perfectly now. And when I removed the old elastic, I noticed there was a buttonhole here that piece of elastic was covering up, and I figured it was for this flappy bit here that didn't have a button. So I simply added a button, and now I can use that extra buttonhole. And I did replace the zipper. Of course I did, because I had this cool vintage one in my stash that was still in the vintage packaging. And when you are putting in a new zipper, you just do exactly what you did, but opposite when you took out the old zipper. It's very, very easy. Never be intimidated to try something new, like putting in a zipper. When I first tried doing a zipper a few years ago, I was so scared it wasn't going to work. But then I genuinely realized, wait a minute, this is so super simple. I just put the new zipper in the exact way that the old zipper was in. And look, like perfection. So now I think it's finally time to try these on and style them up. For this quick and easy no-sew project, all you need is your dowdy denim, an X-Acto knife, a piece of chalk, a block of wood that fits into your dowdy denim, and a barbecue cleaning brush. This is my favorite denim destructing tool, and it can be found at pretty much any dollar store. So your first step is to pop the jeans on and mark the areas that would naturally become worn out over time. For example, the knees. Next, take your block of wood and pop it in between the layers of denim, right behind your marks. Then grab your X-Acto knife and very carefully cut through your marks. Once you're happy with your slashes, grab that barbecue cleaning tool and using the metal brush, simply go over and really kind of try to age and fray up those cuts. Now you can see this lovely little brush definitely frays up the denim nicely. You can also use the scraper tool to scrape away at the denim, and that will really give it a nice aged and worn in look as well. I also like to go and wear out around the edges of the pockets. And also a little bit here in the thigh area where the jeans would naturally bend when you're sitting down. To give your denim a more aged and worn out look, simply pop it in a bath of hot water and bleach. And within an hour or two or more, depending on how light you would like it to be, there will be a definite color change happening. Now, obviously, once you are happy with the color, you will go ahead and launder as usual. And the laundry process will also fray and destroy these edges a little bit more. I made those distressed denim jeans back in 2020, and to this day, they are one of my most comfortable and most favorite jeans to wear. So whether your jeans are too tight or just too plain and boring, you don't need to replace them with something new. You can use what you have to make what you want. I just showed you how to do it, and it is so simple. I have literally hundreds of fab-free tutorials over on my channel for refashioning and upstyling just about anything in your house. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of my new videos that come out every Friday. And if you want to go even deeper and have a one-on-one with me, I highly recommend joining my wardrobe revolution at refashionistasherry.com. And until next time, stay safe, stay well, and I'll catch ya on the zigzag. For just 99 cents a month, you can help save a struggling refashionista. For just 99 cents a month, you can help sustain the much-needed work that goes on behind the scenes. Every thrift flip, every DIY, every upcycle, every free tutorial can only continue with your support. Join my Refashionista crew for only 99 cents a month, less than the cost of 2 bananas or a pack of gum, and help me continue teaching anyone who wants to learn how to use what they have to make what they want. Don't let affordable, sustainable DIY style become an endangered species. Join my Refashionista crew today.
This is Confessions of a Refashionista.